fun game, and I think HANWHA Life is going to be extremely happy with what they have here. The blind Aatrox for Zeus, no surprise whatsoever. Imagine that he is going to go for the Electrocute style again, particularly given that this is not a great matchup in the pure 1v1. And if you look at the Gen.G comp in isolation, I think that's a good comp, you know, kind of does everything.
Yeah, it's pretty classic.
But then you look into what HANWHA have, I think you're not feeling too hot, right? You have so much front to back power. You have the only thing that really they're lacking is reliable engage, but the range for Gen.G is pretty limited. It's really just Chovy and Ruler to a certain extent with his rockets, but I think Braum is going to negate a lot of that.
Come out with a 2-0, or will HANWHA Life strike back? Here we go, game number 2, and already Zeus is giving Keen flashbacks.
That's Electrocute.
that finals. Yeah. His Aatrox was pretty good into 280 carries.
He is just, he's the Aatrox guy.
I think Duro might die here if he doesn't immediately run south. He's positioned to do that, so at least he's going to get away right on time.
They're not going to spot the invade. So
there was a question mark.
We see the pings. I think they have us. You're playing into Ash Braum, right? You know that an invade is quite likely.
Yeah.
You can see Peanut or Canyon rather waiting, not actually walking too far up. So nicely done here. We'll see if they can set up a cross map here. A split map is still great for HANWHA Life because it allows Viper and the Light to just play like absolute psychos and go really hard in the 2v2. So I think they're going to be on the champion.
Yeah, that is a very good question. Well, we're not going to learn about it just yet. As the flash comes in, Ruler, the tanking from Delight, excellent as well. He does flash away from Duro as Viper still getting to work here onto this Nautilus. Even a rock going to hit him in the face as follow-up dive potential, but you don't have to do this, but it looks like they do want to go ahead and go for it, but he just gets knocked into the wall. There's the shield as Peanut. The last auto after the flash as Viper gets executed. It is a big win for HANWHA Life in the bottom lane dive. They pick up 2.
Colossal play there for HANWHA Life. But the fact that Peanut, they know again, Kenyon's on the top side of the map. And now his play basically has to work for Gen.G not to be in deep trouble. And this alone isn't going to bail him out, but Zeus will be big.
The flash hop for the slow. Zeus just going to accept his fate. Yeah, he could have maybe flashed, but says, nah, I'm dead. As the level 3 Corking Yank going to work out.
I kind of wonder if he flashes, because Buddha didn't have flash, right? Is all Keen. This is exactly what happened to Zeus in the last game.
Yeah, and now you got Braum here. Keen might just be dead. He doesn't have the flash. So fast forward here from Viper to execute him. Does take down the Gnar. And now you've got the same lane. You don't win ever, even with Viper chunked out. Ruler has also taken a bit of damage. So you see now Peanut here on the top side just shadowing the bot lane. They know where their strength is.
Get an assist, but doesn't actually get the kill, which I think is really what they were looking for. Canyon has been farming up a Storm, though, which mainly is building an experience lead. Obviously, the kill and assist mean that we do still have Peanut ahead. They have to fight, right? Like, you have to play for these skirmishes. You don't really have a choice here as Gen.G to not opt into this, but I don't think they're feeling too great about it.
I mean, at least Canyon got the smite on the Grub. Chovy level 6, so is Zeka as looking for the engage. Peanut getting pretty low as he does not get over the wall, and the divide comes through from Chovy. That's going to be 3 kills for Gen.G. As HANWHA Life, they say, this should be our fight for free. They do not respect the damage of Gen.G, and they get punished.
And it's a teleported.
Our Viper and Delight's trying to use that level 6 with the arrow, but it doesn't amount to too much. As now, trying to make something happen here onto Delight. Level 6 first for Duro. Delight is trying to hop on over, but he's not quite able to, and Viper is just going to be given on over as he does not have his flash. He's free food for the Azir. Yeah, it's definitely been a big flip, and now we're looking for a fight on the bottom side here. Keen is low. Zeus desperately trying to get an execution. Not going to happen, and now the Impale. But who's winning this fight? Delight and Peanut do 0 damage, maybe negative damage, and Keen's got Mega Gnar, so they just have to back away after the Impale that does nothing. Just trying to pick up some kind of scraps after yet another lost fight. We talked about a bit of mid-diff, you know, Chovy faster on the roams, but I also feel like the reads and the team fights are just not there from HANWHA Life. The communication is not there, and Gen.G look amazing. They're playing fantastically. They deserve all the wins that they're getting in these games. It's now Zeka getting a bit low, trying to trade back with the laser, just can't quite match Chovy just yet.
And goes for HANWHA Life, just doesn't quite seem to be ready, as it's not the end of the world for HANWHA Life. I do think that this time around, I give them a big edge when it comes to the 5v5s. Even as good as Gen.G's comp is, I do think if HANWHA Life can actually play with the Light and Peanut in the front, but if they fall too far behind in the lanes, and they just never get to have any prio, like how realistic is the chance of you actually getting a clean 5v5?
I mean, it might just end up like game one, right?
Yeah.
Where the lead just becomes too large that
we're getting there.
HANWHA Life's comp, it
This
does.
was really good for HANWHA Life towards the top side of the map, but no objective is going to spawn anytime soon. As
these guys are so good at dodging skill shots. Like, they're both throwing good ones and just both dodging everything. As Keen, though, is going to go mini. He's got Canyon on the way, but that is a Xinjiao. We even got Viper here as well. The World Ender is in. The arrow going to hit Canyon, but he is Xinjiao. And he does go for that ult. Peanut looking for the Impale, and he is going to get him with just the edge of that one. Keen does get taken down, as Zeus does get his revenge. Not bound to happen. Infernal Drake spawning as well. So Canyon saying, maybe we should fight over this objective instead. At the moment, though, he has to run into Peanut as the Impale comes through.
No flash.
And no flash. He is Xinjiao, though. So he does press his R button himself and does get away. Zeus also pretty low. Duro on the left side getting caught out big time, and he doesn't have flash either, and that is just a free Nautilus, as that is what we were expecting the Nautilus to do in this game, although Peanut now going to be caught out himself, gets stunned up there, and down he will go. And so that's actually a winning trade for Gen.G at the end of the day, because they re-enter that brush, and Gen.G immediately punish.
Not Peanut's best day. I'm going to blame on his old teammates being, you know, the pressure is just too much for the old Tiger.
Maybe it's Minju in the audience. He's just really nervous.
Could be.
You know? You have been doing this for a while. I am surprised you don't know if he's died yet or not. But yeah, no, I don't think he died in game one. So he's doing pretty well for himself. And yeah, with that, I mean, Gen.G, they got the Infernal Drake, and now they're getting the Rift Heralds. Again, the gold is even. But just based on the way a lot of these fights are playing out, it does feel like outside of the one Duro mistake, Gen.G are playing smarter League of Legends today.
It's a big win as well. This Chovy, are they going to really look for a play here?
Oh god, that arrow is going to hit him right in the face, and the Chaos Storm is right on top of it. And so that's an easy kill on the Chovy. Thought he could stay safe under the turret and be able to dash away, but the arrow just caught him off guard. So a nice play from Viper to land that one. We do have the Rift Herald in mid.
Yeah.
And a big wave. So at the end of the day, is this a win for Gen.G? I mean, HANWHA Life, yeah, they got the kill. They took down Chovy. That's nice. They got that, but they lose their mid turret. And they don't have any pressure top because Delight took a massive chunk. And we might get another, just barely not, as he runs out of time here. And Canyon not able to get another charge.
Takes like a turret shot and a laser to the face. Just walks it.
Certainly one of the stronger souls in the game still. Let's see, though, how much pressure we get on this, as Ruler is already doing a crazy amount of damage to Viper. He has hit his spike of 2 items. Whereas the Ash a little bit more of, you know, provide engage. They have damage elsewhere. The arrow this time going to sail wide, and Canyon, very tanky, is going to tank up a lot of this, but does get stunned. They're still continuing to go in on the Xinjiao as Duro in the front line as well. Zeus gets in, and the Impale is big, but Chovy lights up 3 and locks them down. Peanut as well over the wall will be taken out eventually, and they were just all baited until Chovy got there and put them in the ground.
It's spring and Chovy is here, ready to play some video games. Didn't even use flash for that, by the way.
Oh, Zeka.
Oh, Zeka.
Oh, Zeka. Oh, my boy Zeka. Yeah, he's dead. That is a shutdown over to Ruler. So you wanted to see the team fights to really see where this game was going, Chronicler. Yeah.
Man.
Hey, you know, Delight was caught up a little bit on the controller. Duro, he is not going to spot Zeus hopping the wall, and so will take a huge amount of damage, but Root comes in, and guess what? He's taking up the damage. He's not going to die this time, but it is Zeus who does get baited by it. This gets burst. He engages into a Nautilus, assuming he's safe, and it's only Nautilus. But the rest of the team shows up so quickly that Zeus is just dead. Doesn't even get to flash.
And that's a costly death. That's going to be... You can't play both sides of the map. Keen has TP available. Can join at a moment's notice, and there's the T flank.
No, they're going to catch Tovi. He does go into the Zhonya's, but I think they might have the damage. Tovi, he does get the split, but now Keen shows up, and that might be enough here for Gen.G. It wasn't a clean fight, but it's still a win as Peanut picks up 1,000 gold on that Corky. Ruler had a gigantic shutdown to be taken here. And yes, Gen.G, it's, 3 kills for 4 kills, but, for HANWHA Life, they stop the Baron. They have TP coming in. Peanut is, he's okay. He's trying his best. He's putting in good effort, guys.
He is a Scorpion.
Yes, he's playing the Skarner champion. As Keen, he wants more.
Is Zeus just dead again?
Says Zeus is easily baited.
Okay. Gen.G could have lost the game there. Peanut actually gets the grab mid-attempted shuffle. I think Gen.G is still going to game. Like, I don't want to go too ham.
Yeah, but that was going to die.
That was definitely a point where Gen.G could have lost, right? If Keen's a little bit slower on the TP, if they don't get to stall Chovy with his stop, or if Chovy doesn't get to stall with his stopwatch, if they don't have the damage, Peanut can try and go for this.
Yeah, he's going to catch Zeka here up against the wall, and even if Keen died, it doesn't matter. It's worth. They take down the Victor, they take down the Braum. It's a double kill for Ruler, and he's going to enjoy that. 9 kills in this game, and that will be Baron. Unless Peanut does something, but not going to happen.
My bad, I said Peanut can go for this. I meant Zeka. Zeka also fought that. Clearly couldn't. As they have to try something, right? The Baron is getting... Oh, we're going back. So this is the first one again. So again, Chovy doesn't actually get to do his combo. Gets cancelled. Then fortunately does flash out so that he gets a shuffle. Well, the shuffle, if Viper doesn't die there, like I think that there might actually be a turnaround opportunity there. But instead, he just kind of ends up going down. And this is the second play where Gen.G is in a much better position. Peanut isn't here because he got taken down. Zeka walks up. Keen just throws him into the wall. Yeah. That's going to be the Baron, and that is probably the 2-0 about to be locked in. Gen.G repeating the feat that they were capable of in the first series in LCK Cup. Man.
And the series looks kind of similar. It's a beatdown from Gen.G. It's not very close. I mean, this game was close for a while, but then it wasn't. As here comes Chovy, level 17, and guess what? Duro, he's baiting them all in, and he dies. He fulfills everything. He does his to-do list, including the death at the end, as the rest of the team follows up and picks up the kills. And it's just over. 29 minutes, Gen.G will take down the 2-0 here on a HANWHA Life, as it looks like Ruler will be punished for playing with his food there, nice and pale from the side of Peanut, as Chovy and Canyon, they want to continue to send the message, but the Nexus dies first, and that will be the end of this series, the first one of the LCK.